Yes, thank you very much, and I have to apologize. I hadn't the opportunity to be in the, on time here because we had a big meeting this midday in my constituency, and about 400 persons were there, so I had to be there because I am also the first candidate for SPD in my region. So it is not sometimes possible to be in all parts of Europe. But I'm very glad. I'm very glad that so many people are here today, and I heard that many very important personalities were there. And it is a very good thing, because I see and I hear often, yes, we need to have more for women, but in the same time we see there is always this this desk where we are pushing it on, but always a little bit more, but we want to have it away, because that is what we need really. And I heard last time somebody speaking also about women's matters, and it was showing steps. Men and women have the same chance, the same beginning, the same rights, but do they have the same possibilities? And then it was showed a step for the woman such high and for the man such high. And the door for the woman there and for the man there. And it showed very well how it works today. And as I began to work as a politician, it is now more than 40 years now, 45 years. I said we have to ensure that women have the same rights, but not only the same rights, the same possibilities. And I said, oh yes, in 10, 20 years we will have it, and we will not have to fight again and longer, but I see we have to do. We have to do, and we have to ensure that it is done. And so it is necessary for us, and that is why we, as vice presidents of the European Parliament, we decided to help Weuco to ensure that these discussions are done, because we know if we elder women are showing what are the possibilities, we are also a possibility to show to people, yes, we can do, and we have to do that. And now I will take on board the paper I have, because my English is not so well that it is always very clear what I have to say. I want to, first of all, to thank the European Women's Alliance, who have put to us 3 vice presidents the idea of Weuco, an informal European summit, taking place before European Council's meetings and discussing its agenda to pursue gender equality. Alessia Sentioni, President of the European Women Alliance, and her colleague Santina Bertolesi have worked tirelessly to make this and all previous Weucos happen, and I am grateful to them to do so. And I may add, I want to be again in the next European Parliament. I am a candidate, and I will try to be again a vice president, but you know it is not really easy in this parliament to be, but I will do all things I can. And Heidi, I don't know, we are coming back?
Oh, I'm trying very much.
Yeah, okay. So we will continue that work, because we have to ensure that not only these men in the council are shown, but we as women are shown, and we need more time for that, and we will do so. At the occasion of this Weuco, we are concentrating on the elections to the next European Parliament and the formation of the next European Commission. Amongst the other demands, we call most importantly and urgently on the political parties to ensure a gender-balanced representation of candidates for the European Parliament elections and for gender balance in the College of the commissioners. And we see that has to be done by the designation of at least 3 candidates of both genders who could be considered by the next president of the Commission. We believe the European Union and its own institutions have to lead by example when it comes to gender equality and gender mainstreaming. We also believe that the EU institutions should work jointly and effectively together in order to achieve gender equality. That is why we also ask that a specific gender equality council configuration should be set up together with a specific gender portfolio within the European Commission. Let me talk about myself as a politician for a moment. The struggle for gender equality has occupied me throughout my life, also my political life. I have encountered the obstacles that women face in getting their footing in the professional world and all of the forces that work against them and how important it is to fight those forces. I would love to tell you that the beauty of that fight is that it was successful or that we have made sufficient progress. This, however, is not the case. Not in the European Union, nor elsewhere in the world. A world in which Donald Trump and not Hillary Clinton is President of the United States of America. And I know more people voted for Hillary than for Donald. Mm-hmm. But the way how the countings are led to have Donald Trump as the president. And it is a macho, an absolute macho, I have to say. A word, it is not said in my speech, but I say it. Yeah. A world in which salary inequality remains unchanged, even in the European Union. This brings me to my question to you. Are we ready to win? And that question, to me, is one of the toughest ones, because what happens when we live in a world which I believe is possible without discrimination on the basis of gender. And not only on the basis of gender, on all bases, I have to say. In order to get there, I believe we have to encourage women in running for office, and black and brown women, Muslim women, and all kinds of women to run for office. I am going to leave you with this thought by thanking Commissioner Gabriel, who was here today, and also commissioners, I think they were here, Jourova, Bieńkowska,
unfortunately
not all,
not this time,
but
no.
they said they would come, but as they said, they happen to help us, so I name them Jourova, Bieńkowska, Bulc, and Cretu, who are not here today, but we have all supported us on Weuco. And let me also stress how happy I am that Mrs. Dancilia was here today. That also is a very important matter. Her presence inspires us. I have to say that is really very, very important. Let me also tell you, this is not my last Weuco. We are just getting started. And we will go on going on that. And I have to say, in the last Weuco, Mrs. Bulc told us somewhat. She said she will not go in discussions where she is the only woman with 3, 4, or 5 men. And I made the same. I made the same sometimes, and I have to say that is a success. They say, oh, the vice president is not coming because she's the only woman, and we will think about it. And it is a discussion now, and that are things who young candidates cannot do. But we, as vice presidents, we have the opportunity, and commissioners have the opportunity to do as such. And so we have to show to people we have a power, and we can fight with that power. And this is what we are doing, and I hope all what was said today will go in a good way, and at the end we will have a win-win situation, because we are good, we are empowered, and we know what we want. Thank you.